All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai by Shem Nakar HaKadosh, the Bible to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brother doing this work in sincerity and in truth. The hopeful elect, the brothers waiting every day praying for Yahweh Shema Shai to return so we can get out this place. Peace and salutations to you. All right. Just want to get into just an exhortation and a lesson, just get into basically the prophecy. That's the spirit of Yahweh, the spirit of prophecy, man. Salakia, Satan. That's the spirit. The spirit of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy, man, and that's what we have to be into at this moment, man. You know, Yahweh Shimon Shai has it's gonna come and destroy this place which we call America, man. All right, he's gonna come and destroy all the kingdoms, and destroy all these all the enemies of Israel, man. But we really want to get into just the fact that nuclear blast is going to place, and it's going to flatten America. It's going to destroy this place. So, without further ado, let's get into the work. Because no one believes in prophecy. Everyone believes in what their heart is. And if we go to Zephaniah, Salaki, that's Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 17. Let's go to Jeremiah 17 and 9. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Right. So the heart, when people say their heart, they believe in with their heart. That the Lord is not going to do certain things. Hey, it's a making yourself a foolish. It's a deceitful thing. It's a deceitful tool to come out of your own heart and out of the heart of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is the power that's said in the scriptures, the way he's going to make this thing happen and go down. So he says he's going to what? He's going to destroy this place by fire. I mean, everybody knows and heard about it, but they say in their heart, or they rather leave it to their they rather leave it to doubt in their hearts and minds. So if you use doubt in your mind, or which is your heart, which is live, eventually, you won't be there to when Most High comes to destroy this place. You won't be looking for it. The scriptures already say Yahweh Shai gonna come and as a thief in the night, But before that, it's gonna be. But before that, simultaneously, it's gonna be destruction. So when the nuclear missiles come, Yahweh Shai and the angels are gonna come pick up his elect and get him out of there. So, and then whatever happens on the other side of the world, Yahweh Shai is gonna be there destroying. Okay, so basically, I just want to get into a simple. Some scriptures, some scriptures, and just prove that this thing is the earth is going to be destroyed with fire, and this thing is going to be soon. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, 2 Peter. Okay, this 2 Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." Now, the element is anything. Element is anything that's tangible. All right? Let's get the word element real quick, okay? I'm going to make it long. The element, it goes so like it's in the Greek, it's 47:47. It says stoichaion, okay? Stoichaion, all right? It says, it's a B definition. It says the element from which all things have come and materials causes of the universe, right? So, okay, let's go verse to C. It says the heavenly bodies, either the part of the heavens or as other think, because in them the elements of man, life, and destiny, they're supposed to reside, all right? Let's go to D. It says the elements, rudiments, primary and fundamental principles of all art and science. So I just want to basically get the proper definition for this thing. All right. The foundation of things. So what we're going to go things the first. Okay. It's not giving a great definition, but the elements are basically it's saying we're going to start it from the top. This 2 Peter 3:10, it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That means the so-called rulership of the so-called white man, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So it's going to be a hot time. It's going to be different. It's going to be very hot heat, fervent heat. Let's get what the word fervent heat goes into. Okay, this is kaso. It means to burn up, set fire to suffer with fervish burning, be parched with fever, because the fever is hot. So it's going to be very hot. Okay. Let's continue. It says the earth also. So it says fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay. So and you can't mess up the word burned up. All right. So we go to the word burnt up. It says kaadio. Okay. It means to burn up, consumed by fire. So the earth going to be burnt and consumed with fire, which is talking about a certain place, which is Babylon. Okay, to burn to the ground, that it's consumed, wholly burned. So America is going to be burnt. It says burnt up utterly. So destruction is going to come. Right? Verse 11, it says, then, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be, and all holy conversation and a godliness. So what and what you ought to be. Hey man, it's time for, if everything's going to be destroyed, what type of man you got to be? Shit, you need to get into this work and his word and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua to save you and have your salvation, or just to have you as the elect. Okay, let's go to verse 12. It says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of our power, therein the heavens being on fire. See, the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So it's going to be a hot destruction, man. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So as soon as that happens, we're going to be dwelling in righteousness, man. So destruction is going to come to America quick, fast. I mean, the place and all the things that's going in the works, because what it's going to be is basically that wickedness is going to leave, and righteousness is going to enter, but only going to be righteousness for the Israelites. The rest of the nation is going to be there. They're still going to be dealing with basic problems like we deal with. Satan's still going to be around. But this lesson is really about the day of the Lord. When it comes, it's going to be fire. It's going to be destruction. It's going to be, as you see, nuclear explosions, and that's going to be all over the country of America and other parts of the world. America is going to get into a battle with other countries. They're tired of the whore, man. All right, let's continue. Because it's going to go into a point where America is going to be engaged in the war of Armageddon in the Middle East. Okay, let's go here. This is Joel. I'm gonna say 3:14. Joel 3:14. Okay. Because the time is getting close, man. You could tell. And it's really obvious, Let me go to verse 12. This is Joel 3:14. It says, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge, and all the heathens round about. Put ye the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. So when a farmer is harvested, they take the sickle and they cut down the stock or the vegetation so it can be harvested. So it's just like, so it's about right. The time is near. Scriptures is conveying. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow. The wickedness is great. So the world has a great wickedness. And Yahweh Shemel Shai is at the full brink of his. He's at the extent where his prophecies are being fulfilled. So what he gonna do is gonna send his son. All right. It says, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So soon enough, he's going to ground all you troops up on the other side of the world after America is flattened, and they're going to start battling. Now you get to seeing up there in the movie Independence Day, where you see all the nations came and tried to fight the Lord. Hey, that was a big mistake. Fight them aliens. But actually they know it's going to be the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah coming. They don't want to lose their power seats, no matter what the other heathens get, because what in the scripture in the book of I believe it's Luke, the 16th or the 18th chapter, it tells you that in Lazarus, it says the dog licks the sores, and those dogs are the other nations that was getting their crumbs from under the table, from basically the rich man. So they got their little crumbs and they were surviving. So, hey, they may have bicker and bitter, but they don't want to see Israel coming to their full extent. If they come into their full extent, they won't have any power. All right. So, what you think they want to lose any power, because Israel's going to be controlling everything. They're going to be supermen, super women, and if nobody can stop us in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. And that's what verse 15 it says, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars which shall withdraw their shining. And that's going to be because of all the destruction that's to come. It's going to be destruction. It's going to be big old nuclear plumes in the sky, which going to make the sun and the moon like it's not even there. It's going to be that much destruction, man. You ain't going to see it. Okay. The Lord shall also roar out of Zion, and utterly his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people. So Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to come and save his people. Okay. This is verse 16 in Joel 3. It says, and strengthen of the children of Israel. So this whole thing is about the children, which means, it means sons of Israel. Okay. All right. So shall ye know that I am the Lord, your power, verse 17, and dwelling in Zion, a holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no stranger pass through her anymore. So that lets you know all the rest of the nations. Let's get this word stranger real quick. All right. This in the Hebrew is zawar. Okay. It's a stranger to be, become estranged. Okay. It's a foreigner and enemy. All these nations are enemies, okay, against Israel, man. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's continue. Let's go down. Let's go ahead and get to Amos. Amos chapter 9, verse 5. Okay. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts. The host means he's of armies. It says, is he that touches the land, and it shall melt. So the land of America is going to be destroyed. It's holy. And all the holy means the whole thing. And all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up holy like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. So for the flood of Egypt. So just like in Egypt, when it was destroyed, and the flood and things that happened in Egypt, the whole land of America going to be flooded because of because of wickedness that it was given. It gives off. America's going to be destroyed, man. All right. Let's go to let me go down to Amos 9 to 13. It says, behold, the day shall say, behold. Let me go up here real quick. Okay. Let's go to Amos 9 and 12. It says, they that may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathens which are called by my name, which is Israel, saith the Lord that does this. Behold, the day is coming, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. So, hey, the men that sit in the seat and the congregation let's put it like this: the elites shall be overtaken, man, and the treaders of grapes, them that sow of seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and all they that built the waste cities and inhabited them, and they plant the vineyards and drink wine thereof. Also make gardens and eat for the fruits. That means this is basically going to come into we're going to come into our fold. You know, we're going to come after that, after the destruction of America. Okay. Let's go to Joel 1 to 15. It says, let's go to Joel 1 to 15. All right. Let's go to 14. It says, Joel 1 to 14. It says, sanctify ye as fast, ye fast. Call a solemn assembly, gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land into the house of the Lord, your power, and cry unto the Lord. Alas, the day of the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction, as a mighty from the mighty shall it come. Okay, it's going to be a destruction. So, what is this destruction that the Lord is talking about, right? And that goes back to the first verse we were speaking on. Okay. All right. Let's go to Malachi 4:1. It says, behold, for the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that shall, let's get the word stubble. Okay. Stubble is cast, kawas. It's kosh. It's kosh, which basically says stubble or chaff, means you're going to be dry. So what does a nuclear destruction do? It dehydrates you. Okay. Chaff is just brittle pieces of basically like the wheat, but it's dusting. It's nothing. It's going to be dust. Okay. All right. Read it from the top again. It's Malachi 4:1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go and grow up as calves in the stall. Right, so it's going to be stubble, man. The day of the Lord shall burn. I mean, the day of the Lord, this place is going to burn as up. It's going to be flattened. All right. It's going to be a destruction. A big destruction is going to come upon this place, man. Okay. And and it's really, and so as we do this, what we're doing, we're making a great warning to our people. Okay, this is Joel 2:1. It says Joel 2:1. It says, blow you the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm and my holy mountain, and let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, and for it is nigh at hand. So the day of the Lord is not going to be cupcakes and candies, man. It's going to be darkness and not light, man. Okay. Day of the Lord is going to be burning, man. Okay. Let's go to Nahum 1:5 again. It says, the mountains shall quake at him, and the hills melt So when Yahweh Shema Shah enter the atmosphere, these hills, these nations are going to be in peril. They're going to be quaking. They says, and the earth is burned. So the world going to see one of the greatest entries of a power that created it and destruction of it from the power that created it, man. He can do what he want to do. It says, and the earth is burned at his presence. So Yahweh Shema Shah is going to see this destruction. Yahweh, the power of the Heavenly Father, is going to be in the heavens watching this thing go down, man. While he sent his son to destroy this place and the system of it, all right? He says, in his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein, right? Okay. Let's go to verse 6. It says, who can stand before his indignation? Now, the indignation of the Heavenly Father is what? It's his anger. Okay? That's his anger. All right? His displeasure, his anger. He says, from strictly front and the mouth of the figuratively fury of God, Yahweh Shema Shai, his displeasure with sin and anger and indignation and rage. Right? He says that his anger, his fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are right. And he says, and his fury is poured out like fire, and his rocks are thrown down by him. Okay, and Shalaki, and his rocks are thrown down by him. Shalaki. All right. Okay. Let's go to Zephaniah 14:1. Zephaniah 14:1. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. Right? I don't know what Salaki for that one. Okay, this is so you guys that don't know Yahweh Shema Shah and just think this thing is okay. Let's get into certain things is gonna happen, man, to guys like you, man. You guys are adding on to the scriptures, and you're not giving really fervent understanding of his words, how it's placed. Okay, let's go to Thessalonians 1:6 first. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Yahweh Shema Shai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled rest with us. So, hey, it's a righteous thing for Yahweh Shema Shai to destroy anybody that comes against his people. And he says, to you who are troubled rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Okay, so when Yahweh Shema Shah is dealing with a righteous angel, I mean, so like when he's dealing with rest with the elect, man, rest with prophets, rest with men that do this work, man, because the Lord is going to destroy this place, man, and pray to Yahweh Shema Shah in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh Shema Shai and that obey not the gospel, and to our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay. So this thing is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to take, it says, in a flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know. So this is not going to be easy. And the flame of fire is what? The ICBM, the nuclear destruction that's going to come upon this place. Okay, this place is gonna be flattened, man. Okay, so let me read the verse 9. It says, "Who shall be punished with the everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord, from the glory of his power?" So Hey, Israel's gonna be saved in the Lord, but the rest of the nation is gonna be punished. Esau and the so-called white man, he's gonna be destroyed, and his power seat is gonna be taken away. He's gonna be destroyed off the face of the earth after 1,000 years. So the plumes, the destruction that's gonna be coming, man, that's gonna be coming upon this place of America. It's gonna be flattened and laid flat, man. You know, and this fire is not gonna be. The Lord is gonna bring this fire, man, and He's gonna bring it, and He gonna bring it with a heavenly a righteousness, man, a beautiful righteousness, man. Let's go to probably end it off right here, because this thing is about fire, which you don't believe, man. Okay. This is Isaiah 66:15. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire." That is the destruction that's going to come upon this place. So this is basically what it's going to be, right? Let me go up to the 14th verse. It says, "And when you see," okay, let's see. "And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like herbs in the hand of the Lord, shall be known toward his service, and his indignation toward his enemies. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind." So the whirlwind is what you so-called call UFOs, to render his anger with fury. So it's Yahweh Shemashai is going to bring that fire. His anger is going to be there, man, and his rebukes with flame of fire. "For by fire and by sword would the Lord plead with all flesh." Okay, let's get the word plead real quick. It says the word plead goes in shapat, which means to judge. His judgment, man, his punishment, man. All right, his executing judgment, man. Okay, that's what it goes in. That's going to be this nuclear destruction. All right, he's going to execute it. It says he says the Lord shall plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So that didn't say the Lord is gonna come. Yahweh Shemashai is gonna come. Because this is Yahweh. This is Yahweh in the Hebrew. This is basically Yahweh. No, so he's sending the Son to destroy this place, and it say the slain of the Lord shall be many. So you guys that thinks it's gonna be a happy go day, you wrong, man. The Lord is gonna have destruction. He's gonna send the Son, and he's gonna decapitate, and he's gonna send this fire, this nuclear destruction on this place. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemashah. Peace, salutations, shalom.